Hey guys, and welcome to East Coast Brewing. Tonight we are doing something special. We are doing the unboxing video of the Cooper's DIY beer kit. Now, pretty cool thing about that, I got this today. First of all, you gotta have a home brew. This is a real Canadian Adventure Ale is what this one is. I brewed up quite a while ago. It's actually been conditioning for quite a long time, and as it's aged, it keeps on getting better and better, so I'm glad I did a big batch of it. Alright, so if you've never brewed beer before, or you're just getting into it, the Cooper's DIY kit is perfect, because if you have no equipment, no nothing, this kit has absolutely everything you need to brew beer, and it even includes ingredients to brew your first batch of beer. So I haven't opened this yet, so we're going to open it tonight and take a look at it. Like I said, tonight's just an unboxing video. I'm going to show you what you get in this kit and talk a little bit about it, and then I'm going to be brewing up a batch of beer according to the instructions that they have with this, with the kit that comes with this, like the ingredients for the beer that comes with this kit. So let's take a look here. All right, so front of the box, right on, Cooper's DIY beer kit. It says brews 23 liters of premium quality beer, complete brewing kit, all ingredients and equipment. On the top here, you can see kind of here, it shows all the stuff that comes with it. I'm not going to read it off because we're going to go through it. Let's see what else it says on here. Makes 40 pints, 23 liters, 4 easy steps. Mix, brew, bottle, and enjoy. Let's get out of here. It says Thomas Cooper first began brewing his now famous ale in 1862. Today, Cooper's brewing kits allow brewers the world over to brew beer in the famous Thomas Cooper tradition. Unique patented fermenter design, it says. Yeah, that's a really cool thing about this kit, is it actually comes with a pretty cool fermenter, and it's a pretty cool design. I'm going to show you that here too. So, let's get started. Hold on. Nah, not as good. You know what's funny? When you brew your own beer, it just tastes better. Like, honestly, you can, well, I guess you could probably make some pretty crappy home brews, but if you know, watch some videos, follow some instructions, you know, a little bit of trial and error, you can brew some pretty awesome tasting beer, a lot better than any commercial beer you can buy. I mean, other than, well, I guess that's not commercial beer. You can buy a lot of craft beers, and you'll see on my channel here that I review a lot of craft beers. So those are pretty good, but I mean, some of those big commercial watered down beers, they're crap. At least I think so. All right, let's see what we got here. You know what? This thing must be packaged really good, because it's a pretty small box for the amount of stuff you get in here. All right, so first look. Yeah. Okay, so we got some brew enhancer. So this is part of the ingredients for brewing your first batch of beer. This is brew enhancer 1. Basically, I think this is mostly just dextrose, the brew enhancer 1 from Cooper's. Let's see here. Brew enhancer 1. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit different than just dextrose. For a creamier head with enhanced body and mouthfeel, recommended for use with lighter beer styles such as lager, draft, and pilsner. And then if you up on top here, they have all their other ones. And this one here is the dextrose, pure dextrose. So this must have some maltodextrin in it as well. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Ingredients: dextrose and maltodextrin. So maltodextrin gives you, like it says on here, more mouthfeel and better head retention and more body to your beer. So pretty cool. Okay, we got that. Okay, you get this. So this basically has on the back here all of the ingredients, or I mean, all the stuff that's in the brew kit, all the contents. Now, one thing it says here, for all your brewing needs, blah blah blah. Okay, so it doesn't come with instructions. They actually have their instructions on their website. which I think is cool because you know what? The less paper in our world, the better, because everything's electronic media now. Everybody has access to online, and if you don't, there's actually you can print the instructions off their website as well, or you can just watch the videos that they have. So anyways, that's that. Let's see, we got a pretty heavy box here. Let's take a look and see what's inside here. All right, how do you get in here? Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Okay, so that's the brew ingredients. This is the Cooper's Lager right here, and under the lid you got your yeast. So that's the along with the brew enhancer here and the kit. Okay, so you get your thermometer. So this is a stick-on thermometer that you put on the side of your fermenter. Spigot. This goes in your fermenter. Bottle caps. These bottle caps are for the bottles that come with it, the PET plastic bottles that come with it. These here are just little clips, and those work with the fermenter. I'll show you how those work here once we get a few things unpacked. So that's that box. Wow, this thing's packed really good. Okay, so these are the bottles that come with it. I've used these bottles before with the Mr. Beer kits. These are 740 milliliters, I believe. So almost 2 standard beers, which is actually I like because, you know, I'd rather have 2 beers than just one when I open it up. So anyway, so there's a whole whack of these in here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start kind of pulling these out, and we'll just put them to the side. But yeah, that's what they look like, straight up. You know what I like about these too? If you like your beer like a little more carbonated, you can actually put a little bit more priming sugar when you're actually bottling in these, and they'll withstand more pressure than a glass bottle, because the glass bottle, if you over carbonate, they'll shatter, you know. Let's see what else we got here. More bottles. Okay, so the fermenter's in here, and it's full of a ton of bottles, so we'll get that last. Okay, so you got your mixing spoon. Like I said, this thing comes with everything. Carbonation drops. Now these are really, I've used these before from Cooper's as well, and these things work perfectly. They carbonate your beer perfectly every single time. They're a little pricey to buy because honestly, when you're carbonating, if you don't have these, you use, you know, dextrose or another type of priming sugar, honey, or whatever the case may be. But to get perfect carbonation, like when these come with kits, refill kits and stuff like that, I just love it because they work so good. So that's your carbonation drops, and once I do the video on brewing this whole kit up, I'll show you how to use those. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Got something stuck here. Oh, hold on. There it is. Alright, so you got a hydrometer. Now, if you don't know what a hydrometer is, what this does is this actually measures specific gravity. So what it does is basically it helps you to determine if your beer is done. I'll show you that in the brewing video as well, and it also helps you gauge or measure how much alcohol content your beer is going to have. So that's pretty cool. It comes with it. Like I said, this thing's got everything. What else do we got here? Oh look, more bottles. What do you know? Alright, so okay, let's pull out the fermenter here. There's the fermenter. Okay. Oh, this here is your bottling wand. So this goes on the end of your spigot for when you're ready to do your bottling, and it's got this little stopper in the end. So you basically fill your bottles, and then when you take your bottle off, it stops the flow of the beer into your bottle. So it makes it's like no mess. So that's pretty cool. Okay. And we got this is the Frozen collar. I'll tell you a little bit about that here right away. And our lid. All right, the box is empty. All right, so I'm just gonna dump these bottles out, okay? Whoa, they're wedged in there pretty good, look at that. like I said, they package this thing pretty cool. Let's get these guys out of here. Now the only thing that I've noticed this kit doesn't come with, so I said absolutely everything, there's one thing it doesn't come with, and that doesn't come with any sanitizer. So I'm not sure. I think on their videos they said just to wash it, first time you're using it, just to wash it with warm water or hot water, I can't remember. But honestly, I think I'm going to still sanitize because I'm kind of a stickler for that. And I'm going to sanitize using Star San. Star San, if you haven't heard of it, it's at every brew shop. You can find it online or in your local brew shop. It's a pretty good way to go about sanitizing. Okay, so their fermenter. The really cool thing about this one is this thing here is called a Crozen collar. And Crozen, what that is when you first are brewing your beer and it's doing its primary fermentation, within the first 3 days, you're going to see a lot of foam and whatnot bubble up when the yeast is really, really active. And that gets around the side of the inside of your fermenter, okay? And, you know, if you just leave it, there's nothing wrong with it, but, you know, it's after, you know, your whole fermenting process, it's pretty tough to clean off of the inside of your fermenter, as well as it kind of starts to dry and fall into your fermenting beer. So what they've got here is this thing called a Crozen collar, and when you're after the first 3 or 4 days, once your beer is settled down in the first stages of fermentation, what you do is you basically go like this. You take this off, you take your Crozen collar out, which has all of the guck on it, and then you just put your lid back on and you continue on fermenting your beer. Now, a lot of people are like, well, how come this thing doesn't have an airlock? You don't need an airlock. I gotta be honest with you. The reason why is because when your beer is fermenting, it's creating CO2 and it's forcing it out. So what this does is it basically allows your beer to burp. So no oxygen gets in because the CO2 is pushing out. Just like that. And then once you take this off, your Crozen collar, and your fermentation continues, this lid continues to allow it to burp. Just like that. And I gotta be honest with you, with my normal brewing bucket, I don't use an airlock. I just lightly put the lid on top of the fermenter and it just, you know, it just burps out. Never had a problem. When I use my my glass carboy, I do have an airlock for that because I don't have like a soft lid or anything, so I do use my airlock on that. But and hey, this is I was going to show you those clips. So yeah, so for the first little bit, you take these two little clips and they just go like this on the side so that your lid isn't burping, but your whole Crozen collar with the lid is burping up and down. Pretty cool, hey? You know what? That's pretty much the kit. Like I said, everything you need to get started if you've never brewed before. It's awesome. And for price-wise too, this in Canada, anyways, I've seen this kit go from anywhere from $99 on sale at Grain to Glass. They're out of Winnipeg, graintoglass.com. Check them out. I think they actually sell it for $129.99, which is really, really good. I've seen it as high as $169, $179, $149. I ended up paying $149 for this, but I got free shipping on it, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. So that's all I really have to say about that. That's the unboxing video of the Cooper's DIY kit. Let me know if you've used this, if you have this kit, comment down below. If you have any questions, comment. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Cheers to home brew. That is good. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you soon.